Hey kids, and we're back here on New England Pride TV. I am here with Grace Stevens, who you might recall is our Person of the Year. And this is the beginning of our year-long mission because something crazy is happening next November, and we want people to know about it so they'll be informed. And I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, 3, Grace, go.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you for inviting me. I'd love to give you a little bit of background on what's going on in Massachusetts this year. First of all, I think we can all agree that everyone should be treated equally.
Absolutely.
Right? And here in Massachusetts, we have some non-discrimination laws that have been passed to ensure that all people will be created equally in the eyes of the law. In 2011, gender identity was added to our non-discrimination laws as a protected class of people in the areas of housing, employment, credit, and education. In education, the state has provided guidelines for transgender students, and that has been very successful over the last 5 years. That many schools have many transgender students, and they're just wonderfully assimilated into the population. 1 year ago, on October 1st, 2016, a new law adding protection to the area of public accommodations, which includes movie theaters, restaurants, parks, public transportation, coffee shops, and yes, being able to do something as basic as using the restroom in all of these places became law in Massachusetts. Since this law has taken effect, there have been no incidents of any transgender people creating a problem to anyone in any of these public places. Yet, I'm here to speak today because there's a group of people that for some reasons feel they want to replace this law and have been able to create a ballot question for the 2018 election to seek repeal of the law, which would allow them to discriminate against people who are just living their truth and being their authentic selves and want to be like everyone, just like you and me, to live truly without hiding. So we're here to let people know that we're asking them to support the existing law, which is allow freedom of all of our citizens to live, work, and enjoy their lives in public areas just as each of us wants to do for ourselves. To me, this seems so obvious and so correct, and a real form of love and acceptance that each of us not only desire, but we each deserve. So why would people want to take away our rights?
That is my main question.
It's a great question. For some, they fear for their safety, believing that there is something wrong with transgender people and our goals to live who they are, and they fear that we will attack them in restrooms, which has proven to have no basis in reality. I understand that fear is a terrible taskmaster, and we often are ruled by it, and I truly feel for people who may be afraid of people like me. Yet this fear is no reason to take away my rights or our rights to live as I choose. I hope that you and all the people watching can agree to this. Perhaps some people have a religious belief that we are in some way not behaving or perhaps being the way that their religion teaches them that's the right way to be. My response to this is that religious freedom to me is to protect people from being discriminated against, not the freedom to discriminate against people who are not like you. So what can you do? As I met more and more people, they easily learned that people like me, transgender people, are not all that different than they are. We're just people wanting to live our very best and most authentic lives and be free to do so. I'm certain that everyone has this as their deeper desire, just to be free who they are. We're living through such a difficult time now where separation and divisiveness is rampant.
Absolutely.
Rather than coming together with love and acceptance, which is the only way to make a great society, and if I do say to be able to make America, America once again. For all the people that wear hats that say, "Make America Great Again," I suggest they may want to get a new hat that says, "Make America Love Again."
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, there's a reason that I said on your mark, get set, go, and that's because you're a wonderful speaker, and that was beautifully said.
Thank you.
One thing I do want to add, if we have time, is yesterday I was shopping, grocery shopping, And Senator Harriet Chandler walked up to me at the grocery store, and she said, I want to make sure you're aware of the ballot coming up for next year to repeal the protection.
Right.
And I said, not only are we aware, but we're on top of it. And I have Grace Stevens coming in the show tomorrow. And she said, I know who Grace Stevens is. She does wonderful work. So you've got a wonderful reputation.
Thank you, Dale. For anyone out there who would like to find more information or help, I suggest they look up the website of freedommassachusetts.org. And over the year, I know you're going to be interviewing more people to support
We
it.
are. New England Pride TV will be going to First Event and interviewing your very inspirational winners of your
Community Service Awards.
Award, right.
So there'll be Mimi LeMay and Casey Suffrandini, and then later in the year, early next year, you'll be doing Mason Dunn. And I think this is a year-long education that we're doing to make sure people are aware that this ballot question will be there.
We have to keep this in the, we have to, I was going to do one show on this, but I'm going to spread it out to make people aware that it's even on, I don't even know how it got to be on the ballot, but.
But we have work to do, and the work is love and acceptance.
We always have work to do. And speaking of work and hard work, I want to also, while you're here, plug your website, because you are a great motivational speaker. You're the author of books. Why don't you tell our viewers at home where they can purchase your books and find out how to maybe hire you to come to their work or their business or their organization to speak?
Thank you so much, Dale. So you can find me at Live Your Truth, spelled LiveYourTruth.net. And everything's there. Feel free to contact me anytime you want.
And there's a reason you won our Person of the Year. You're inspirational.
Thank you, Dan.
And you've become a friend, so thank you for that too.
Thank you so much.
We'll be back with more New England Pride TV right after this.